Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. Well, welcome to another live vlog. Today we're going to talk about lots of different things. We're going to talk about the rumours surrounding the Swansea player Daniel James. It seems that his manager Graham Potter thinks that he could well be playing for a top four, top six team, and that City are interested and showing a little bit of interest. We'll also have a look at the Eintracht Frankfurt player Luka Jovic. Excuse me. And if you, hi Ryan Curry, you're right, buddy. If you look at how do you feel losing against Spurs at CF 16? Yeah. Hi Shire, hey buddy, hey Ray, hi pal, how are you? Don't know what that is, Chris. Doing? Yeah, all right, Andy, Tom. Hi, Chris. How you doing, buddy? We're going to look at several things today. We're going to look at, like I said, we're going to look at Daniel James, his manager at Swansea believes. Hi, Sharon Hall. Believes that he should be playing for a top four, top six. Can moderate today on the motorway. Oh, you can't moderate. No, you can't. Hello, Usman Ali. How are you? I'm good, mate. Mark Bowman. Afternoon, Andy. Afternoon to you as well, buddy. Ray's driving down to Exeter, so he's got a very, very long drive down there. So I'm not sure whether he's going to be able to moderate. He might be able to watch along. Maybe he's pulled off, etc. If he's very safe. Good. That's good to know, Chris. It's hard to text and drive at the same time. Stop it. You shouldn't be doing that anyway. I'm hopefully you can pull off. Andy Martin, I told you Delph wasn't good enough for City. Unless you're a clever dick. Yeah. Atef Masaili. Sorry, hi Andy. How are you, Atef? Mr. Smooth, afternoon, Mr. Liverpool. How are you? So we've got plenty of people already tuned in very quickly. Enough about pulling me off, you cheeky rascal. No, I said pull over, not off. In your dreams. I got my dad to subscribe, but he can only go out on the weekend because he's off at work. Good. Thanks, Chris. We've got another Scouser, another Liverpool fan on the channel. Real Madrid are apparently having a clear out. Fancy anyone? Not really. As I don't know. There are maybe one or two. Sorry, I need to get this up on our channel so that I can see some of the comments. You said pull off. I nearly spat my coffee out. Well, I said, yeah, pull over or pull off the motorway. You know what I mean. Hi, Andy. Hi, Robert Lang. How are you, buddy? Are you a closet blue, Chris? I think Chris has got a bit of a soft spot for us, if I'm honest. But I like him coming on because he gives us a bit of an objective view on Liverpool as well. So, Mr. C, no symbol. Hi, Andy. Hi, Daniel Neyman. Usman, as a City fan, who do you hate more, Chelsea or Tottenham? Don't hate any of them, if I'm honest. Like Arsenal, I don't really hate any of them, if I'm honest. We do a lot with Spurs, or dislike. Again, none of them. I'm not one of these fans that's showing such an interest in hating other clubs. I have an interest in other clubs, but not hate them. Hey mate, tickets for Spurs arrived this morning, said my voice for them. Well done, Chris. Do you think City will win the league? Yes, I do. I only hate our rivals, Everton United. Same with me, mate. Don't hate any team, despise United. Yeah, hate's a strong word. Is it just me who wants us to sign Ruben Neves or Ndombele? Not Ruben Neves, I'll be honest. Who do you was that Tom? Who do you dislike more, United or Liverpool? I guess lately Liverpool, but United have always been out. What was that? Andy Martin. United think they'll beat Barcelona at the Nou Camp. Absolutely no chance. I mean, to not have a shot on target is pretty embarrassing. Why are so many Liverpool fans delusional? They're not all delusional, Gabrielle. 33. You tend to get idiots on social media. United and Liverpool are ball bags in equal measure. So Chris is going to come back at you, Ray. Go on, give him a load of shit. Go on, Chris. Give it him back, mate. Don't stand for that. I wouldn't, so don't stand for it. We've got 30 plus people on now. Hate the bin dippers, Blue Moon. You remind me of my geography at school. It's a compliment. I'm talking. Do you think the teacher? Tom, lots of City fans. Bernard Halford's funeral. Yes, yeah, amazing. Cameron Dempsey. Hey, how are you? How are you, buddy? Atif says, do we have any compensation buyback clause for Sancho? I'm hearing yes or no. Sorry, there's so many coming through. I'm gonna have to look at my laptop. Compensation, we should get 15% from any sell-on clause, but I don't think he's going anywhere this summer, so I won't worry too much about it. Daniel says, do you think if Pep Guardiola left City in the future that Mikel Arteta could be a good replacement as City coach because he learned something? Absolutely. And I think that's one of the reasons why he's there. One of the reasons why he didn't go to Arsenal. I meant teacher. I'm sure you did, mate. I'm assuming he was an English guy from Manchester, slightly overweight, got a beard, and a City fan. Robert Lang, did you see in Cheeseman's video about empty seats? Yes, I did. That compilation kit is it's awful. Yaya Chore, I like the diplomatic, unaggressive approach from Man City TV. Fan TV, don't forget, not TV. No shouting, just a proper discussion. Thank you very much, because that's not what we're about. We don't like all that garbage that other fan channels do. Maras Sancho. AK850 says, unlike last season, the first leg actually wasn't fatal. Yeah, I agree with that. In hindsight, Sancho, we have a few match options, but no auto buyback. Yeah, says Ray. Cameron Dempsey, good for ready for Saturday. Hopefully we get 3 points. Hopefully. Jet says CTID. Where you from, Jets? Benjamin Doku says, I think City need 5 signings in summer. I'm not sure, Benjamin, we're going to get 5. Probably 3 out, 3 in. Andy, do you play the guitar? No, we've had this discussion before. I can strum a few Oasis riffs, but that's about it. I'd like to learn properly. Andy Martin, Pep Guardiola got it wrong on Tuesday. Possibly, yeah. I think in hindsight, don't worry, Andy, I'll get him back if we win the league. I'm sure you will, Chris. Usman says Sane or Sancho. Sane, all day long. Ryan Corey, I actually don't mind it, to be honest. Thought it would be more than the 50 I spent on it. Tony Maroney, hi Andy, hi Ray, hi everyone. Hi Tony Maroney. Palace matches Sunday, Cameron. Hi to Maroney. AK50, 6:05 AM for me. You're back some, so are you in the States? Armstrong says, hi Andy. Hi mate, not come across you before. Where are you from? King of Assist, hi mate, how are you? Robert Lang, do you think? I do think of all day long, mate. I'm always thinking. Sharon Hall, do you think we can beat Crystal Palace on Sunday? Yes, I do. I'm quite confident about that. I'm going for a 3-1 win. Arizona, no daylight saving times for me. Yeah, so what's the weather like? Must be warmish there. A lot better than here, although it's a nice day today in Manchester. Chris Welch, do you think if City drop points, is the City title challenge? I think Pep said last week after Cardiff. I still think Liverpool will drop points. I don't think they'll lose, but I think you guys will drop points. And I think we might as well. I think it's going to be one of those that you think, oh my God, Liverpool in the driving seat or City in the driving seat, and then suddenly the other one drops points. And I think it's going right to the wire this season. I think Liverpool will win their remaining games, maybe. Tony Maroney, feeling Spurs can't play any better, whereas we obviously can, definitely. And City won't. You think both, Ray? You think both will win every match? I don't think so. Andy Martin, where do you live in Manchester? I don't live in Manchester anymore, mate. I live in Chester, which is sort of between Manchester and Liverpool, for my sins. For some reason, I think we'll drop points at Newcastle. Well, we did. Daniel Nerman, will Man City upgrade the Etihad Stadium? I think they will do at some point. Bit on the cooler side, still warm. I bet it's warmer than here. I think today it's about 14 degrees, which for us is pretty warm. City won't win all the league games. I don't think we will. Matt Bowman, Ray being sarcastic. Ray's always sarcastic. Robert Lang, who do you think stadium is the best? Nou Camp, Bernabeu, Tottenham? I've not been to Tottenham's. Ray went, as you saw from the videos that we did, and he said it was absolutely amazing. So I've been to the Nou Camp and I've been to the Bernabeu. So Both, I don't like, I'm not a fan of Madrid as a city. Been there, oh God, loads of times, and I'm not a fan of Madrid, I must admit. Barcelona, I love the city. The the new camp, or the Camp Nou, is great, but it's so big, and I'd hate to be sat watching matches right at the very top. So possible pile up. Liverpool Champions League and league fixtures could mean dropped points. Could do. Enjoy the chat, guys. I'm on the road again. Okay, Ray, see you in a bit, mate. Best stadium you've been to? I'd have to say the Camp Nou because of its iconic status. I'd have to say that. So Spurs in the new and spectacular. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait to go to it. It looks absolutely incredible. Yes, warmer than that. Drive safe, Ray. Chris Welsh, I do believe if we beat Chelsea, I will back us to win the league. I possibly don't think Chelsea's going to be the one that you'll drop points to, mate. I'll be honest with you. I think it's going to be somebody else. Mark, Dave, do you think the Champions League? Great. Do you think we will? I'm assuming we will win the Champions League. Great channel, by the way, mate. Thanks, Mark. Where are you from, buddy? You're new to the channel. We're getting lots of new fans, which is brilliant. I don't think we'll win the Champions League, I'll be honest. I think we'll win the Premier League. Best stadium, Shrewsbury Town. Cheers, Ray. Andy Martin, is Bernardo injured? I think he's got a knock. I think he'll be fine, mate, for the weekend. Best game you've been to? I always say the 5-1 at Main Road because it was just amazing. It was at Main Road. It was against United when we were absolutely garbage. And I was there with all my mates and everything else, climbing over the fences, because in them days they fenced you in and everything, and it was just a wonderful day. Do you think Chelsea will beat Liverpool? I'm going for a draw. Mark Stave, also, do you think the financial fair play thing is over? I do. I don't think there's anything in it whatsoever. And I see today, with regards to the FIFA investigation into Chelsea, they've already come back and they're appealing it. So I think City will just see what the outcome is of the FIFA, not UEFA and FFP, the FIFA investigation into Chelsea, see what their appeal process goes like, and then City will appeal the FIFA thing. So best stadium, says Blue Moon Burn Albion. Andy, I think it could be Cardiff or Newcastle as the battling for survival. That's why I don't think it'll be Chelsea. I've got a feeling one of the other teams, like Cardiff or something, might get a point off you. What's your favourite food? Got to be Indian. I love Indian. I love Thai as well. If you've not been, go to Mowgli. Mowgli is just the most amazing restaurant. It's proper, authentic Indian food, not some of the things that you get, in the Curry Mile and things like that in Rusholme. It's proper, authentic, and it's really well priced. There's one in Liverpool, there's two in Manchester now, and that's my favourite restaurant. The fat waiter will end the Scousers' dream, says Mark Bowman. Sharon Hall, Man City will beat United. I think we will. Chris Welsh, relegation teams can catch you out. Absolutely, because they're fighting for their life. Well, one is, or two are. Chris Baker, last derby at Main Road was mental. It was. Daniel Nearman, Edison, best goalkeeper in the world. Not sure he's the best, but he's best in the Premier League. Andy Martin, Liverpool not beat Chelsea at home in 11. Yeah. Tom, honestly, what's the likelihood of Mahrez leaving? 1 to 10. 1. I think he'll stay another season, if I'm honest. Petros, Tosca, Soccer. The loss to Tottenham spoiled all perspectives. Where are you from, mate? You're new. That's great. Yeah, possibly. Yes, Andy, I love Indian too. Great, mate. What's your favourite dish? Mustafa Shah, hello, mate. Where did you get your shirt from? Man City Fan TV, these are our official shirts. Me and Ray have got them, and got a couple of spares as well. Can't deal with spicy food. My palate goes as far as in Italian. I love Italian as well. Atif says, did Bayern apologise about their comments Guardiola on the shake? No, they didn't. Daniel Nearman, will Muir stay at City? Not sure. Good question, not sure. Cameron Dempsey, City new song, if we win the quadruple. We conquered all of Europe. We won the lot of Scousers are crying and the trouble is no more out there. What are your thoughts, Chris? Hey, says Adam. I'm in New Zealand, matey. I like your channel. Wow. Whereabouts in New Zealand? Got friends out there. and I sort of lived in Australia for 18 months. So my one regret was not going to New Zealand while I was there. I looked an amazing country. I've still never been, and I've been to most places on the planet, but New Zealand, I can't wait to go. Jet City will beat Tottenham 3-1. I'll go for that. Insta at Man City Fan TV says, Ray. Tom says, fingers crossed Mahrez wants to leave and he forces to leave, maybe. Ali Mohammed, rest Aguero on Sunday. Nope. Chris Wells, chicken tikka masala, chips, naan bread, egg fried rice, my favourite. Egg fried rice is not Indian, mate. It's Chinese. Jesus, that's a real proper everything together. Mark Dave says, do you think Mendy will be our left back for the foreseeable future due to injuries? Gonna see. I think Robertson's better. He's had a better season this season, but I won't write Mendy off just yet. I think he deserves one more season. Campbell Riley, a new one. What happened to Bernardo? Is he injured or resting him? I think he had a slight knock and was waiting for the weekend. Robert Lang, have you met Aguero? Never met him. Would love to. You live in Chester. I bet you live in a posh part, Blake. And no, mate, I live in Tattenhall. So Blake, I know Blake very well from managing sort of kids football and playing around Blake. And Blake always is like, from where I grew up in Wythenshawe, it was like rough and tumble, and I always had good football teams. So I know Blake very well, mate. Tony Maroney, did you see Colin Savage apologise for Colin? Yeah, I mean, we all say silly things from time to time, and you know, it was good to see Colin come out and apologise and then, you know, explain the reasons why. So I've got no problems with that. We all say stupid things. I've said stupid things on Twitter when I've been annoyed or been provoked and things like that. I tend to try and pull away from it now. But, you know, we're passionate Blues, so there's nothing wrong with that. Atif says, did you have been to Canada loads of times, mate? Do you think we should sell? Okay. Yeah, Owen says, I'd sell him if he won't sign a contract. Yep, definitely. Mahrez has been decent. Let's remember he won a 6-pot. I don't buy into that, mate, Jets. I don't buy into that argument. We'll be playing Spurs on the weekend when he'll play behind the Chris West to do it for rice in Carlisle and all Indians. What? That's shameful. That's clearly not a proper Indian. It's probably Pakistani or Bangladeshi, not proper Indian. Daniel Neerman, will we get transfer or Champions League ban? We'll get Champions League ban. Transfer ban is on the cards, but we'll see what Chelsea do with their appeal, which is that they've put in today. Last time I had a Chinese, I had a dodgy stomach, and let's say I was on the toilet for half an hour. That's all the crap they put in normal Chinese. Do you think Bernardo Silva will play on Sunday, Andy? Yes, I do. I think it'll be fine. Have you been to Tattenhall Hall? It's haunted. I think I have been. Andy. 2241C. What happened to the racist guy last stream? The stream last banned reported. Merlin Spar, any more youth coming into the first team next season? I think definitely Eric Garcia will get through. Maybe one more might come through. Who that be? Not too sure. Banabi, Pose. I'm not sure. Paveda, I'm not sure. But I think Eric Garcia definitely will be. 27th of April, Palace v City, Liverpool, Chelsea, 14. Crystal. Yeah, they're good. You know, Brandon Maribi. Hello, Brandon. Would it be a good idea to sell company and Otamendi? No. I won't sell either, mate, if I'm honest. Company will definitely stay for another year, which we're going to talk about. Tackle for Manchester shortly. Robert Lang, Andy, what do you think of Gundogan comments after the Tottenham game? Yeah, I just wish Gundogan would either sort his head out and sign or not, and then we can move on. What's your score prediction for the weekend? I'm going 3-1. Ashley Young, yeah, awful. Ryan Curry, Carlisle has loads of Thai places. Yeah, what type? Yeah, Ryan Curry, are you from Carlisle? Ryan Curry's from Carlisle as well. There you go, see? Putting fans together. Man City Fan TV for the fans. Should we target Ndombele? Yes. Don't forget, check out the video we put out this morning. That Tobias, our German presenter, he looked at all the German Bundesliga best talent that's out there, young players, not the usual ones who've been playing for Bayern and everything else. He looked at some of the best defenders, midfielders and strikers, and looked at the likes of Jovic and others. And we put the video out this morning. Go and check that out. Very interesting. Some of the players I'd never heard of before. So it was great to hear Tobias's thoughts on them. I was based at Chester Barracks in the 80s. Were you, mate? So that's down towards near the hospital. Hey, do you watch Carmuch? He's from Tattenhall, not Tattenhall, which is in Knutsford. I'm from Tattenhall. Yeah, not Tattenhall. That's Knutsford. You're correct, Blue Moon. Predict last four of the Champions League. I'm guessing. City, Liverpool, Juve, Barca. Gundogan comments about City not having winning mentality, and the rest of it really has annoyed me. Well, you know, maybe he should have a bit of a winning mentality and pull out his pisser a little bit more when he plays. Ryan Corrie, I've watched some games when Liverpool not playing, mate. Forzan says, do you think Mendy will play the next game? Maybe. Atef says, your best Fernandinho plays. So right now for me, Ndombele. It would have been Frankie de Jong, but he's gone to Barca. So, Daniel Neyman, if we win the league this season, do you think we can win it next season again? Nobody's done it 3 in a row. I think United have. I think United have done it 3 in a row. But I think if we get back-to-back Premier League titles this year, the Champions League could be the priority. I want Jovic. He's incredible. If you watch the video, Campbell Riley, so impressive. And I'll give you a little bit of news, seeing as though we're talking about Jovic. Well, Jovic, as you know, Jovic is still on loan at Eintracht Frankfurt from Benfica, and Eintracht are confirming they'll use a €12 million, buying option to get Jovic, which €12 million. Can you believe that? Because if they do, they're going to sell him for 70, 80 million. So they're going to make a ton of money out of him. But he's currently valued around about €55 million, but I think it's going to be a lot more than that. And he's scored 24 goals this season and already got 7 assists. And if you look at the video that we put out with Tobias earlier today, he said he's just been phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So Benfica are in a really strong position whereby they could just turn around and say to Jovic, well, look, you sign a contract with us, we'll give you €20 million, we'll sell you to Eintracht for €50 million. We'll make a profit, you'll make a profit, and then Eintracht can sell him on for an 80 million, so they'll make an additional profit. It's just crazy, absolutely crazy, and I think we should definitely be looking at this kid because he looks phenomenal. Well, let's see what else is coming in. Kiam, hi mate. Tuesday is what we needed. I think the boys will step up. Yeah, I think it's probably a slap on the arse we needed. And look what happened after we got beat by Newcastle. Money talks. They offered him more, and he lived right beside the club. I don't know who you're talking about there. I think that's a conversation between Ryan and Chris. Have you ever been to Chester races? Yeah, been a few times, mate. Lovely race course. Do you think you are the best footballer ever? Do I think you are? Who is? 12 million, bloody hell. Yeah, can you imagine €12 million? Jovic has got Bayern written all over him, I reckon, quite possibly. It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. But he'd be perfect for Man City. Doubt we'd have gone up anyway. Bored, don't want to go right. So that's a conversation between Ryan and Chris going on there. Daniel Neyman, while Laporte doesn't play for the national team, he's better than Varane. Or Umtiti is my opinion. He's very good, but he had a falling out with Deschamps. When he originally was looking at whether he got a Spanish passport and played for Spain or a French one. And I think the fact that he decided it and he wanted to wait while he was still at Athletic, I should say. He pissed off Deschamps, and I think there's been a falling out ever since. Now he can't get a Spanish passport. He can only play for France. So, yeah, I think until Deschamps leaves France, I don't think he'll play. Will Zinchenko eventually end up in a midfield? Very much doubt it in our lineup, mate. I'll be honest with you. It'll be left back or nothing. Brandon Maribi, United have played against Europe's elite and we haven't, is a concern. What's your thoughts on Gundogan? Comments. Said that before, bit disappointed, but do you think you are the best footballer ever? Robert, I don't know what that comment is, mate. JK UK, to be honest, we shouldn't be the winners if Laporte doesn't play international football. Shouldn't we be the winners? Yeah, I agree, yeah. How you doing, my brother Kamal Ahmed? How are you, mate? You don't want that as a Liverpool fan, just means that you only able to get third. I think it's another conversation between the two. Chris Baker says, taking for granted that Dickoff's equaliser and Aguero's are the top two City goals ever. What's your third favourite? Oh, got to be the header, Main Road 5-1. It's got to be wonderful cross, wonderful header. Yeah, got to be my greatest moment. Have you heard about James Rodriguez switching from Colombia to Spain? Apparently, no, I haven't. You've seen Eddie maybe going to West Ham. It makes sense. I said the other day before yesterday, about Eddie possibly Liverpool interested in him, and I'd be really surprised if he does. Makes perfect sense with Manuel Pellegrini being there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Sellers Park. Yeah, Jordan, you're obviously a Palace fan. Jordan, what do you think the score's going to be? Atef says, could we replace Guerrero for Icardi? No strikers will be replaced in this summer, so nothing will happen. Tony Moroni, Sergio at Liverpool from the impact. Oh, yeah, I mean, that was a wonderful goal. Robert Lang, what's your City five-side team? And I meant, do you think you're a good footballer? Do you think I'm a good footballer? Mate, I'm 49 years of age. I used to be a very good footballer, but I'm not a good footballer now. God, favourite five-a-side team? Got to be Edison in net. David Silva. Sergio Aguero. Bernardo Silva. Georgie King-Clancy. And go on, I'll throw Yaya Toure in. Heading to West Ham, Pellegrini getting a band back together. Yeah, Gabriel is class. He will be. They going Sunday. I'm not. Reyes, Merlin Spar, team player. Sorry, loads and loads coming up. Sorry. You reckon it'll be 2-3 City? That'd be a good game. Do I think Delph will leave? Maybe. Sellers the way is always tough. Always tough. Doubt Icardi will do well. No, I'd rather have Dybala at City than Icardi. Do us a favour, please, says Chris. Sellers Park is awful ground to get to, but one of my favourite ground. Great atmosphere at Palace. Tony says Palace home form not good right now. Mr. Caesar, I think it's best bet if Gundogan leaves this summer, and if Brenda can take Mahrez back with a deal for their left back, that'll do. I'll take anything with Gundogan the other way, mate. If I'm Mahrez the other way, if I'm honest, and I'd get rid of Gundogan if he's not going to sign. Have you seen 40 headlines? Elite City Puma kit colourway, kit colour. Sorry, mate. Tom, have you seen Footy Headlines Elite City Puma kit? I doubt it'll be a leak, mate. It's so under locks. I know that from the interviews I did with Sharon Latham. It is absolutely tied down like you wouldn't believe. So leaks, no, ain't going to happen. So we are going to do the video. I'm going to do the Puma kit concept kit video. VK to West Gamey. I think VK to West Ham, I think you mean there, Ray. Doubt it. I think he'll stay another year at City. Sellers Park's great to go. Palace fans always great atmosphere at Palace. Roland, when was the last goal you scored? The last time I used to take under 18s training, mate, which was a year or two ago. I don't do coaching anymore. I had enough of the under 18s because they never turned up on a Sunday morning, and I got in lots of trouble with teams coming from Liverpool and things like that, and I'd end up with 5-6 players because they'd all been out meeting girls and on the drink the night before, and I just got fed up with it. I would rather have just kept with the kids, under 12s, under 14s, under 8s, under 9s, but so I've not played football for a number of years. or trained with the kids. Or 18s, they're not kids. Now that you've calmed down a bit on him, would you still back Mahrez? No, no chance whatsoever. I have a soft spot for Palace, King of Assists, Chris Welch, City fan. He supports 2 teams in the same league. Bit of a wind up there. It's one of those. I'd love Gundogan to stay. I really like him. Runs away and hides. Yeah. Great. I've said it before about Gundogan. When there's no pressure on him whatsoever going forward against teams that sit back, wonderful, wonderful talent. No legs whatsoever. That's his problem. And when we've got teams that do like to press, too slow and can't get back, just cannot get back. That's his problem. And he might sit his orange kit's cursed. Yeah, never liked it right from word go, if I'm honest. Could see Gundogan go to Liverpool? Maybe, if he wants some money. Who's the most important Man City player in your opinion right now? Good question. I think we miss Bernardo Silva, if I'm honest. He's probably the one who makes us tick at the moment. Mahrez is signing for Tottenham. Oh, signing every day of the week. Any other sports you like? Love cricket. Like cricket. I like kabaddi. I love watching kabaddi. I'm 56 and I come out of Mahrez. I'm sure you could. Scored yesterday. Jordan, what is your prediction for Sunday evening? Because Salisbury's top players gone. I said 3-1, mate. That's my feeling for Sunday. Will you be watching any of the games tonight? Maybe, maybe not. I doubt it. Kamal Ahmed, Gundogan is a great player. I love him. Great. Wonderful. Do you like his team company? Don't know him, mate. Campbell Riley, Gundogan is a brilliant player, but he's in a team of superstars. He's not quite there, in my opinion. I agree. When Ferner doesn't play, we always look much weaker. I just said the other day in the video, Ryan, when we play Ferner, Gundogan and David Silva together, we have never ever played well this season. If you watch all the videos we've done this season, whenever we played them, which is about 4, 5, 6 times, we have never performed well. Too slow. The build-up's too slow. There's very little energy. We need 2 out of the 3 and somebody else like Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Foden, whoever. He's never still target. I think he's another Gundogan. I've never been into the Neves thing, I'll be honest with you. What do you think about Puma deal? Wonderful for City. Gonna watch Arsenal, Napoli. Always like Ancelotti. Napoli, such a gentleman. He makes Pellegrini look thuggish. Yeah, he does. He's a good fella. Let's be honest, no one really cares much. But I'll be honest with you, I don't care much about it. I'll be following what Yannick on Chelsea does because he's a friend and we do a lot of vlogs together and things like that and podcasts. But I'll see what he's putting out tonight. Big Chelsea podcaster. Which player you like? In City, I mean, my favourite player is always David Silva. Have you ever met any other players? I've met loads of players, mate. Current players, no. I haven't met, as in, having a chat with them. I haven't met any of them. Today, it's very difficult to get, in this day and age, to get any conversations going with current players because they've got all image rights and things like that, and it's kept by the club. But if you look at the channel in the summer, I sat down with 2 days for David White. He was an absolute City legend. I sat down with David White for 2 days last summer and did a big about 8 videos on the channel, which was an absolute privilege to do so. We're missing Bernardo's energy. We are feeling confident about Spurs. I am. Which Palace players could cause City problems down the counter-attack? We only have to look at the game at the Etihad. Townsend, Zaha, Milihalovic is. If you get a penalty, he's going to score. Have you met Ian Cheeseman? Only outside Goodison Park the other week, the away game. That 3 has a 3 doesn't work. Ferner now most important player. Yeah, I agree. Do you think Puma will play in like Nike? Oh, it'd be different to Nike. No shadow of a doubt. I'm off, Andy. Have a great afternoon, Mark Bowman. A great day. Yeah, you too, Mark. The last one I got picked with was Jesus. Yeah, I mean, you can get pictures, but speaking to them, it's very difficult. Classy was world class. He was certainly unique, Andy Martin. Who do you honestly rate in the Prem apart from a City player? Lots of players, loads. I think lots of them are very, very, Premier League's got some of the best players in world football. Osman says, what do you think about Tagliafico, Ajax left back? Don't know much about him, mate, I must admit. Anyway, we're moving on because we're sort of digressing. One thing I want to do, as you know, on our channel, so I'm not going to answer any of your questions that come through right now. I'm going to just concentrate on this, which I think is more important. Sorry, didn't mean that in any disrespect, but as you know, if you've seen the videos on our channel, we've been promoting a lady called Leslie Ross on Twitter, and she's an artist, and what she does is she does some wonderful sketches of City players, and she does some that are sort of like artwork and others that are just pencil sketches, all by hand, little scribbles that turn out to be the image of a Man City player, and they're absolutely amazing. So we got in touch with her and said, look, we know that you're new to Twitter and you're doing all these things, and what we'd like to do is promote your artwork. We don't want any money from it, but we'll do a video. So we put a video together with Leslie's video, and I did a voiceover for it, and we've shown it before, many videos over the last couple of months. So she said, look, I really appreciate you doing that, but what I'd like to do as a thank you is send you some of the artwork. So we said, oh, that's amazing. So she sent us some of the artwork that she's done, original artworks. But then what we did say to her was, could we commission one piece as well? And thought we'd be cheeky and ask, like you say, you don't ask, you don't get in life. And she said, yeah, what would you like? So I said, this was at the time when we were doing the Mahrez watch and everything else. So this was the reason why it was Mahrez. And we said, look, is there any chance you could do an absolute one-off that nobody in the world has got, but it's solely for Man City Fan TV? And what we'd like to do is we'd like to auction it off. And she said, yeah, what do you want? And I said, could you do a Mahrez hand sketch with a half and half shirt, half City, half Algerian national team shirt? And she said, wow, I'll have a look and I'll try and do it. Anyway, she did. And what she did was she sent through and she said, we'd like to give you, she said, I'd like to give Man City Fan TV some free artwork of mine because of you promoting us, her channel for nothing, her artwork. And we said, look, we don't really want to take it for personal gain for me or Ray. I tell you what, let's look at auctioning it off for a charity. So there was no better charity I could think of, and Ray couldn't think of, than Tackle for Manchester, which is Vincent Kompany's charity trying to tackle homelessness in Manchester. So I contacted the charity and I said, look, we've got these pieces of artwork, and is there any chance you could get Vinny to get the players to sign each individual one? And they said, leave it with us, we'll speak to Vinny. And they came back and said, yeah, send us the artwork. And in the meantime, Leslie had sent me the Riyad Mahrez one, and she'd also done another one which was identical but signed by her to Riyad Mahrez, and said, please can you give this to Riyad free from me, with a message on my business card in there. So we had one for us, and we had one that she had sent solely to Riyad Mahrez. And she also sent us a couple of Centurion pieces of artwork, which are amazing. It was all the squad from last season when City broke all those records, included in there Yaya Toure and Brahim Diaz. So she sent us some, and I went down to Manchester to the Hilton Hotel in Manchester on Deansgate, and I handed over the prints, 4 or 5 weeks ago, and said to them, look, if you can get these signed by the players individually, that would be amazing and raise more money for the charity. And any profit, any money that comes in for these bids will solely go to the Man City, Vincent Kompany's Tackle for Manchester charity. Anyway, we had an email a couple of weeks ago to say we've got all of them signed by the individual players. We're just waiting for a few more signatures, which should be here, and on the Centurions print. and I got an email back today to say thank you very much. We should have them all signed and completed and back by tomorrow, which will be Friday, and then I need to arrange to go and collect these priceless pieces of artwork. So what I wanted to do is, obviously I can't show you live videos, images on the screen. You may have seen them before, but I'm going to show you the actual prints one by one. And don't forget, if you want to bid and put a bid in for these, there are already some bids already on these already when we put them out 4 or 5 weeks ago. So I'm going to show you one by one. The first one is a colour print, which is unusual for Leslie's artwork. And it's of Sergio Aguero in the 93-20 moment. That is signed personally by Sergio Aguero. Not this one. This is just me printing this out on there. It looks a lot better than this and colour-wise. It's just that I've just printed these out. But that is one of them, and that is signed. The 93-20 moment is signed by Sergio Aguero. And that's already been done. So get your bids in for that. The next one is Alexander Zinchenko. This again, these are the ones that are done in pencil. They're all hand done in pencil, but the way they come together brings the player. I mean, I'll try and zoom in as much as I can. They are all just squiggles, but actually come out with a player like that. Well, Zinchenko has actually signed the proper artwork of that. So that's another one that's been done. Another one, Leroy Sané goal celebration. Again, you can see just these amazing squiggles. The original of this artwork has been signed by Leroy Sané already, so that's up for auction. The man, the Stockport Iniesta. Yes, we have Phil Foden. Again, you can see these squiggles, etc. That has been signed by Phil Foden. I'll come back to Robert. I'll come back to where you bid and things like that. That original has been signed by Phil Foden already. And this is the one we commissioned. And like I said, Leslie gave Riyad Mahrez. Slightly different one to this, but one that was an original for him with a message saying, you know, good luck for your season at Man City. But this one, nobody else on the planet will have it. It was commissioned solely for us, and there is only one. We don't even have a copy of it. This was signed by Riyad Mahrez, and this was the half and half kit that was done solely for Man City Fan TV. Like I said, there is not another out there, and that has been signed by Riyad Mahrez. Now, I don't know whether it's signed and there's a message in there. I'm not sure until I see the real print that comes back. But that is the one that has been commissioned. There is already a £200, I think it is, or dollars, bid already on that one. Immediately, as soon as we put that up. And the final one is the print as the artwork of the Centurions. And I don't know how many signatures. I'm assuming all of them have been signed, with the exception of possibly Yaya Toure and Brahim Diaz, because they're not at City anymore. But I'm guessing pretty much every one of these. I'm hoping even Pep Guardiola has signed this. Those I think we've got 2 of those. And there's already bids on that one. There's bids on pretty much every single one of them. I know we've had bids of £100, £50 for the Sane, the Phil Foden. We've got 200 already for the Mahrez one. There are no bids, because we've not advertised it since, but we've got this one as well. This is added to the list that we originally did. So this one is unique. So if you want to bid for it, what you need to do for any of these, and like I said, these will be sent to you free of charge wherever you are in the world. We'll send them to you. But if you want to bid for it, your bid, you'll need to be, you'll need to be honest with your bidding. You'll need to either, well, both. You need to send us an email with your contact details. You'll need to be on Twitter, because that way we can confirm you in the public eye. You need to send us an email to mcfcfantv@gmail.com with your bid. But that bid will also have to be replicated, and you'll need to send that to me or Ray, or both of us, on Twitter. And You can follow us on Twitter at Aviation Blue, that's me, and at @ManCity_Ray. And you need to officially put your bid in live where people can see who you are. Because as you can imagine, and I'm not saying you would, but people can just come on with a blank picture and go, I'll give you £1,000 and blah, blah. And then suddenly nobody else bids because somebody's put £1,000 in, and you're just messing about. You know, and we're talking about proper charity here, homelessness in Manchester, Vinny's company, the Tackle for Manchester charity. So, you know, we want to be authentic and be, you know, if you haven't got the money, don't bid for it, because these are going to absolutely fly out. We're going to get loads and loads of bids on these, because you're going to get a one-off piece of artwork that is signed by the player themselves that you're not going to get anywhere else. You're just not going to get them. It's that simple. Oh yeah, Ray's bid 50 for Kun already, but we'll go Ray £50 for that, for the 93-20 moment. That is gonna way above that. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you those because, like I said, I'm really excited. Hopefully next week I can pick them up and we can get the bidding going live, and we can get some money over to the Tackle for Manchester charity. And when we do, we'll probably keep it open for a week. Nice artwork, yeah. I mean, the artwork's amazing. They're just prints that are printed off, and when you see the actual artwork, it's incredible. How do we send the money? We'll deal with them. We'll deal with that side of it. We'll give you an account and things like that, and we can send it through. I mean, we'll deal with that side. Let's get the bidding done first, and then we'll tell you how you can pay for it. So, back to the football. We've got about 5-10 minutes left. So, if you want to bid, like I said, get your bids in. mcfcfantv@gmail.com. That'll be your first point of call, but you must post on Twitter. So create a Twitter account that is relevant to you if you're not on Twitter, so that everyone can see it, because, you know, we don't want to be messed around, because it's for charity, and that's not what we want to do. We want to raise as much as we can for Vinny Company's charity. I'll get my City friends to look and bid. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they're going to get a one-off piece of artwork that nobody else will have, and it'll be signed by the actual player. I'm desperate to bid. I'm desperate to bid for every single one of them, if I'm honest. Have you met Simon Benson? He's a YouTuber. No idea who he is, mate. Don't know who Simon Benson is, mate. Who is he? Anyway, looks like we've got a little bit slow here, so I'm going to give it 5 more minutes and then I'm going, because it's now 10 to 5 and I've got lots to do. Any other questions? Delph has played 6 games and we've lost 5 of the 6. Brad said, yeah, he's been so in and out of the team. It's been very difficult for him. I'm just thinking, what else was I going to talk about? One other thing, yeah. It seems that Louis van Gaal, ex-Man United manager, has told Matthias de Ligt to sign for Man City in the summer. It seems that he said that under Guardiola would be the best move for the youngster if a move to Barcelona doesn't materialise well. We know that he's interested Barca are interested in de Ligt. Because obviously his mate Frenkie de Jong has gone there, but I think he'll win the Champions League. I said you'll start, and I'm sticking with it. I doubt it. Pity LVG didn't speak to de Jong. Yeah, I know, but Frenkie de Jong got his absolutely, you know, his heart was set on Barca, and I said Juve would win it. Yeah, they could do. Not a great team. You know what? I'm going to stick my neck out. I'm going to say Ajax will beat Juve and Ajax will win the Champions League. There you go. You heard it here. Waiting for the laughing emojis coming in. Do you think that Mendy will play on Sunday? Yes, I do. Chris Welch, there you go. Thanks, mate. You know, somebody random could win it this year. God, even you could win it. Who knows? You might get to a final and win one. That'd be amazing. Tony Maroney, I'm only kidding, Chris. I was saying last night, it's such a pleasure to watch. I almost wouldn't mind losing to them. Lovely team to watch. I mean, you know, that proper Cruyff sort of model, Pep Guardiola model. I mean, great to watch. Real Madrid has eyes on Sterling, Bernardo Silva. Do you think they will leave? Nope. Would love Ajax in the final. I would, yeah, certainly City Ajax, not Liverpool Ajax. You're not getting through to the final this year. End of. Porto going to beat you 3-0 in the away leg. If City don't win, I really want Ajax to win it. There would have been my dream final. Could still be, you never know. City Ajax in the final. What more could you delusion of? Yeah, well, that's terminology that's normally used for cult FC. Chris, you should know that. Robert Lang says, have you seen Ryan Curry Klopp win a final? Just doesn't sound right. Yeah, it doesn't, mate. Brad Newell watched Barca last night. Similar play style with us, with runs in the box. Yeah, they weren't the best last night. I thought that challenge on Messi was pretty awful, if I'm honest. Have you seen Stephen from D? Have you seen Stephen from D? Don't know what that means, mate. If City go out, then Juve will win it. I don't think they will. I think Ajax will beat. Juve. Confident. I'm actually confident Ajax will beat Juve. We have to win all our games to win the league. I don't think Liverpool will slip up. I think both will slip up, if I'm honest, and still go to the last game. That's my own personal prediction. Have you seen Stephen from Esteemed Company? Have you met him? I've seen him. Yeah, I've seen him. But have I met him? No, I haven't. You need to go to games to meet us. Otherwise, we go to games and he don't go to games or goes to very, very, very few. So it's difficult to meet him. United weren't actually that bad. No, they weren't. But I don't think Barca were good. I just think the Ronaldo performance the second leg. I don't. Torreoni, we've got to assume Liverpool win all the games. Yeah, you've got to assume that basis. Of course, you have City. You've just got to go for it. Liverpool slip up at Newcastle. I said before, Stevie Raxall said, Cardiff and Newcastle, they're the teams. I don't think they'll slip up against Chelsea and maybe going for a draw, but I think it'll be somebody else they'll slip up to. Likewise, us. And I still think it'll go to the last game of the season. Got a couple of minutes left, and then I'm going. So, I'm just seeing, is there anything else? I mentioned about Daniel James at the beginning of the video. I mentioned about Matthias de Ligt, and I mentioned certainly about Luca. Angry Stevie, obviously, we don't think Cardiff. Don't think Cardiff Newcastle, in my opinion, just be honest. Rafa would give his first love the points if he could. Yeah. Roland, does Stephen from his team company like Man City fan TV? I'm sure he doesn't like us, mate. Yeah, definitely not. First love equals Liverpool. Huh? What's that? Tony Maroney, your first love is Liverpool? Or are you talking about Chris Welch? And, sorry, that's about Rafa. Oh, right, I was going to say, you had me, I was like that then. Don't forget, we're going to do something with Chris Welch. We're going to do a bit of a live Skype vlog with him. Something like that anyway. And if anyone wants to get involved, Esteemed Company, haha. Don't know what that is, Mr. C. If you want to get involved and you want to come on the channel and do had a run-in with him on Twitter. Well, haven't we all, mate? Haven't we all? Hence why he blocked me and he blocked Ray, and he just doesn't like banter. He don't like anyone challenging him. So hence why I'm blocked. I'm blocked from him anyway. I tried to apologise and he just don't like it. He don't like anybody saying anything objective or anything like that. So, but that's fine. It's up to him. I've no idea what's up with him, mate. Because like I said, I don't know much about him. Robert Lang, you deserve more subscribers. Well, we're new, mate. Everything it takes a while to build the channel, and we're not out there trying to get. I even take back to, yeah, you do, mate. He doesn't. We're not out there. We're going to push. We are going to do a big push because we'd love to get to 10k. That would be fantastic. We've this week we've already got another sort of 300-400 subscribers, which is brilliant. And we're going to do a big push to try and get more subscribers. So if you know anybody who, likes talking about football and things like that, come on the channel. We're decent guys. We just like a chat about football. It doesn't matter who it is. We're not trying to push an agenda like a lot of channels are. We're not here to do that. So if you've got a friend who likes a bit of banter, a bit of chat, and even if it's, you don't have to be a City fan, tell them to subscribe and click notification. And that way we can, and like you've seen over the last week or so, we're connecting people all over the world to each other, which is amazing. Do you think Gabby can be the best striker in the world? I'm not sure he can be the best striker in the world, but he can be right up there. But when you've got the likes of the fat Ronaldo and Pele saying he could be anything, well, you've got to listen to him. If you're a football fan, you need to learn to take banter. Yeah, you've got to. You've got to. But some people just, on Twitter in particular, and I know Twitter is very subjective because you read into it because it's text and there's no context to it, or and people take it very personally, and suddenly all hell breaks loose. And that's what we found when we interacted with Stephen from Esteemed Company. We tried to do a bit of a banter with him, and Jesus Christ, some of his followers, who are probably about 10 years of age, give you the most horrendous dog's abuse, and then that spreads, and before you know it, you're just thinking, why did I bother? Why bother? So I don't get involved in it anymore. Hi Andy, I've missed the rest. What's happened? I like football, but I'm 13. I know who you are, mate. Your vlogs. Go check out Football Fan Chat Guy. Just remind us, unless you change your channel again, this is a young lad, 13 years of age. His dad has approved him to be on YouTube. He does his own sort of Chelsea vlogs. He's absolutely brilliant. He's so cute. He's really, really lovely little kid. And I shouldn't say that kid. He's a teenager. But he does some brilliant Chelsea vlogs. And I really like the guy. And I hope you all go and support him. Just give him a like, even if you don't follow the Chelsea things. Give him a like and or subscribe. He's a great lad. EK Pink Piss Fan. Wow. Ray, you're probably giving one of them there. And I am subscribed, obviously. I know you are, mate. You followed us since we started. Chris Baker, City fans are impeccable. We are. Anyway, I'm off to make teak. Roast chicken dinner tonight. Well, I'm doing chicken, but I've just marinated it in some sort of like Nando's sauce. I'm going to do that and a bit of salad and some nice sweet corn and things like that. So enjoy your roast dinner, Chris. Apparently, have a good evening, Chris. You too. Is Man City the richest club in the world? I think our owner's the richest club in the world. I don't think the club as itself is. Cheers, Chris. Take care. Rob Lang, where did you meet Ray? Match.com. That's Ray's obvious answer. Who's the best Man City player this season? Who is Sharon? What was that? Who is the best Man City player this season? Sterling or Bernardo for me. Cropsy, it's a shame that you and EK are at odds. Yeah, I mean, mate, Cropsy, you probably know maybe you're on Twitter a little bit more than some of the people on the channel, and you clearly have seen some of the stuff, and a bit of banter turned into some quite horrendous nastiness, certainly towards us originally. Well, not me, Ray, because I was doing a podcast with the original stuff that came out January time or something like that, and some of his followers were just horrendous. And you know what it's like if you've got a big following on your YouTube. I mean, he's got 25,000 followers, so and then you've got a big following on Twitter, you get absolute bellends that just start coming up with some horrible racist shit as well came out against Ray, which I thought was disgusting. And then that didn't help. I tried to connect with him to say what's gone on and blah 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 blah, and he just had banned me. He banned me, and I wasn't even involved in the conversation. So that shows you how childish he is. He's just very, very sensitive guy. Don't like anything being said. Don't get involved in banter. Nothing. He's very serious and don't really go to many football matches. So, but anyway, he does what he does, and that's up to him. I'm not interested in him whatsoever anymore. Bit of a bellend, if you ask me, but there you go. Man United looked very average last night. Yeah, both did. Didn't think Barca were great, mate, if I'm honest. Thanks for the shout, Andy. You're more than welcome, kiddo. Good luck with your channel. Robert Langer, Stephen, subscribe to your channel. He probably watches it. He says he's never ever seen a video that we've done. I believe in some. He forgets that, when he's slagging us off and things like that. We've got loads of fans, of followers of the channel who screenshot it and send it to us. So we see everything that he says if he's slagging us off, and it's like, oh, why do I bother? He says, I've never seen any of your videos yet. Of course you haven't, mate. What's the artwork? The artwork's all those amazing footballers. City artwork that's been signed by all the players. The Centurions one. There's a brilliant half and half City kit, which is solely commissioned for Man City Fan TV, signed by Riyad Mahrez. We've got Phil Foden, signed by Phil Foden. We've got Leroy Sané. We've got Alexander Zinchenko. We've got loads of artwork, originals that are signed by the players. They're an absolute one-off. Sounds lovely, Andy, mate. He spent like his opinion to be challenged. He spent like his opinion to be challenged. Don't make sense, that, Ray. I'm having salmon tonight. Enjoy. Don't like fish. Can't eat fish. Bit allergic to it. Who's the biggest flop to you, Navas, Mangala, or Mahrez? You've got to say Mangala hasn't been great. He had 1 or 2 brilliant games, but out of the 3 of them, you've got to say Mangala, with Mahrez second, and then Navas. He scored some good goals for us. Pete Food. Followers full of 10-year-olds. Yeah. Cost now to subscribe. Yeah, it doesn't. Click subscribe. Don't believe Navas was a flop. JK UK, bit of an underachiever, not at all. Yeah, I agree. Not a total failure. Mr. UK, 20k he has. Don't big him up to 20. No, he's got 25k, mate, on his YouTube channel. I know, because we follow, we see what other people are doing. I mean, it was like Ray posted something last night saying he'd messaged something on Twitter where it said, oh, look at their production, because we don't have some graphics going underneath the screen like he does, and their production is garbage, and blah, 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 blah. Last night he put out a video with the biggest typo you've ever seen on there. I mean, if you go back and look, I don't know whether it's changed his thumbnail, but Jesus, at least get your thumbnail spelling correct, because that's the biggest no-no going. It's pretty embarrassing, if I'm honest. At least we can spell. Internet brings out the worst in people, Crops. It does, and it's a shame. Is there a Bernardo one? No, there isn't, mate, but maybe we need to get into... It's probably too late now, because, like I said, it's took us 4 weeks to get these signed because of the break and teams going away. BT were blowing so much smoke at the Reds arse last night. You would think they were playing like, yeah, you would. It's horrible to watch. I can't stand BT. I hate it. Plans for tonight? Mate, I'm just going to make dinner, chill out. BT Sport last night was anywhere near as bad as Janus on Tuesday. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's... All right, sorry, thought you meant Twitter followers. No, subscribers, not Twitter followers, no way. James Reynolds, watched 6 since 56, but this is the best time. Couldn't agree more, James. I mean, it's... My first game was 77, and I never thought I'd be seeing what I'm seeing. How did you and Steve follow? I've already said it before. We made a bit of banter stuff and on Twitter, and it wasn't so much him, it was his followers. And then his followers came in on Twitter. I wasn't involved in it. It was Ray was involved in it. And then suddenly Ray got a load of racist abuse by his followers. And he just sat back and posted laughing emojis. Which I when I came back at like 2 o'clock in the morning after doing a podcast with Bolt from the Blue, I was really pissed off, seriously pissed off. So I wanted to message him because we were connected and spoke loads of times on Twitter, and he blocked me, and I wasn't even involved in the discussion. But he was laughing at some of the racist stuff, never mind the nasty stuff, by his followers, which I thought was disgusting. So since then, guys are not right. He really is. He's a wrong un. Just looking out solely for money and clicks and everything else. It'd help if he actually goes to games and followed his team that he gets paid for doing his channel, rather than just like, you know, putting out the odd video every now and then, which his thumbnails can't even spell properly. UEFA have just charged Spurs. Really? For what? We got it wrong with Pitch Invader. Okay. Well, yeah, you know, he did on that night, and which is a shame. It wasn't nice at all. He wasn't making. I'll put that. He wasn't making racist comments, but it was like he was encouraging his followers on Twitter to make some horrendous stuff against Ray, which I was really pissed off about. But I was doing a live podcast at the time. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning with Bolt from the Blue, and I came back on. Ray had messaged me about some of the shit, you know, and screenshotting some of the stuff was just horrendous. And he's commenting with a laughing emoji underneath it, and thinking that's acceptable. If it was any of you guys making stuff up, you know, and saying some of the stuff that was said that night, we would just turn around and say, enough is enough, that is it, otherwise we'll block you. He never, he just sat back and just laughed at it, and yeah, not for me at all. Bit of an absolute wet lettuce and a bit of a bell end. BT joke, 3 Spuds playing it, rag, one person represents City was less got, yeah. Heroes, yeah, no, Jesus, I mean, you know, Ray's absolutely fine. He can stick up for himself. He's had it, you know, like any person of colour. They've had to deal with it all their life, you know, and my wife has, and my lads have when they were younger. And you know, I grew up. I mean, I was in a school that there was only like 3 black lads in the school, and they were all my friends. We play football together, but there was a big racist element and things like that in the 70s, and you know, I put up with a lot of shit. And I've got an adopted black brother, African, from when he was 3 years of age. That is my brother, you know. So at school, I was obviously targeted by the racists in the 70s and 80s because I was taking him to school and nursery with me, and that's the way it was. And you grow to learn to deal with it. A lot of times you end up fighting over it, and that's just the way it is. That's the way it was. But this day and age, you just don't accept it. Not on social media, from people who are not. If it's face to face, bring it on. But if you're doing it from behind a keyboard, you're a shithouse, absolute shithouse. We played against Schalke nervously and then came back to the Etihad, smashed them 7-0. Then we'll smash Tottenham. Yeah, I agree, mate. My score prediction, Daniel, 3-1. Keyboard cowards seem to, they are, mate. It's just the way it is. They can hide behind it. Thankfully, with the prosecutions and everything that have happened lately, maybe people might just take a step back and think about it, but I doubt it. Keyboard coward, yeah. Ray's like a northern Bono with them sunglasses. He is. It's his little, I don't know, trademark, I guess. I thought Ray was fully British. He is fully British, of course he is. He is British, but he's of, you know, Asian descent. I always stick up for different colour people, no matter what people who are different colours. I've never met one of them. Like a bit of orange, bit of red, bit of blue. Racism is for dinosaurs, but it's all around us, Cropsy. That's just the way it is. Blooming Ray's a black belt in origami. If you mess with it, you'll fold your face in. Yeah. Since he blocked you, have you met him since? I've never met him in my life, mate. Like I said, why would he lives nowhere near me, and I go to football games. He doesn't, or very rarely. So how would our paths ever cross? They just wouldn't. We offered him free tickets with us on 5 or 6 occasions over the last 12 months, and said, look, you say you can't afford to go to games, come and sit with us and you can have a free. No, I don't want a free ticket. I don't want to sit with you. And that's just fine. That's no problem. But he rarely goes to games. He'd rather try and get a video out quickly after a game as he can. Problem is, we do live vlogs directly from the stadium, and videos from the stadium, from the Etihad, from away games, from Europe. So, you know, if he don't go to games, how are our paths ever going to cross? And well done to Raheem for being brilliant, absolutely amazing. And I think Raheem was mentioned in the House of Commons today, which him and Danny Rose, I think, were mentioned in the House of Commons this afternoon. So well done for the politicians, at least giving them a shout out for what they're doing, which is amazing. Said it before, Raz is the most important sportsman in Britain. He absolutely is, Tony. Racism will never go away. I agree, Brad Niblock. Absolutely agree. It'll never. Do you think Pep is happy at Man City or will leave? I think he'll be here for another 3 years, if I'm honest with you, Daniel. Anyway, take care, everyone. I'm off. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your chicken dinner, mate. No one has said out to us at games. There you go. I mean, we've said it. We've called them out. We've said, you know where we are. We've had loads of threats and things like that. You know where we are. We're always outside the Blue Moon Cafe and outside the main entrance. You know what we look like. If you've got a problem, come and see us. You know, I'm not going to stand down against anybody. So I've said it. Nobody has come up and said a word. Not a single word. Loads of threats of do this and fill you in and do that. I've said, right, you know where I am. Every game, home game, you know where I am. Come and see me. If you've got a problem, come on camera. Tell me what your problem is. Never had one person. Not one single person. Like I said, hide behind, phones, laptops, whatever. Not a single thing. Not a single thing. It's stupid how racism is still a thing, and how can you judge someone on what they believe, the colour of skin? I feel sorry for Danny Rose and every other player going through it, Cameron. Yeah, it's horrendous. It's absolutely disgusting. It's been disgusting all my life since I, ever first encountered it. And I'm white. But I know what it's like because of my brother and my kids and my wife and everything else. So I know exactly what it's like, and I've grown up with it all my life. So yeah, it's absolutely appalling. It just is, and it's something that needs to be eradicated, but I don't think it ever will be. Which is sadly, that's just the way it is. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. I think we've discussed all sorts of stuff, and before I say something else that is gonna get me into more trouble, and I personally don't understand threats or being abusive online. Nothing wrong with a bit of banter, but you never always agree. Absolutely, Blue Moon. I mean, like I said, we've never made threats against people. Never been, been abusive. We've made, yeah, some of the comments, and me and Ray have made some things that have been a little bit, I don't know, bit of banter and sort of pushing it for a bit of a response, but never abusive, and certainly never ever threatened anybody in my life on there. And some of the crap you get back is just horrendous. Sportsman of the Year. See, cheers, mate. I'm looking for you guys for Spurs and Premier League. Get myself on your video. Yeah, come and see us, mate. Robert Lang, when was last asked the same company video you're watching? Have you watched it? But I'll be really honest with you, mate. I haven't watched one of his videos. Probably for a couple of weeks. I normally do. I watch everybody. Somebody posts his City stuff. I watch it. Of course, I want to watch it. I want to know what they're doing, what they're saying. Just because we've fallen out over stupid stuff, don't mean to say I'm not going to fight. Ian Cheeseman. Cheesy. I voted for him as the best vlogger in the awards. There's no problems with us with other channels. Not one iota. There's absolutely nothing. But some people they don't like it, and they've got to remember that we do this for nothing. They're doing it because it's for money. So they, not cheesy, but some think that we're taking away their livelihood and we're impacting their livelihood, and we're doing it for different reasons. We're doing it for nothing. All the time and effort and everything we put into it is from our own money, and we don't ask for a penny off anybody. Like I say, we promoted Leslie Ross's artwork. We've done advertising for people. The ginger wig, we've said if you want to do some videos, we'll put it out there and, promote your sort of like badges and things like that. We'll do it. We'll help him because we're a City community, and we're here. And as our logo says, for the fans. Lots of nice people. Loads of nice people come up to us at the match and go, really like your channel and blah blah blah. The problem being is that they say anything positive on Twitter, and they're connected with some of the other channel, well, not cheeses, but the other person's channel, they get abuse. And they get out, and so they just send us messages saying, you know, I want to say this, but I'll just get dogs abuse for backing you. And that's just the way it is, and it's sad. It's pretty sad. Can we get a tune out of that guitar? No, mate. It's not even. Mate, it's not even tuned. I don't think. I don't even think. No, it's not. Oh God, no, it's not. It's well out of tune. But it's maybe one day I'll get a full tune and I'll put something on there for you. But no, it's definitely not tuned in. It's not been played. It's actually pretty dusty. It needs a right good. Just looking at it now, it needs a right good polish. But I'll get some lessons first, and then I'll get ready down to start a band. Yeah, you can do the singing. Sterling to win the Ballon d'Or this season. He's up there. He's definitely Gary Soms. He's definitely got a chance. James Reynolds, Andy, how are you? Blooming, what is the point of threatening someone? If I wanted a fisticuffs with you, I wouldn't warn you by saying I'm going to do this, so I'll just keep on. Yeah, exactly. It's like I said, like I said all along, Blooming, you don't say anything. If you're going to do something, do it. And that's what I said to people. Don't come on and threaten me and threaten this. You know where I am. If you're going to do it, do it. You know, I can look after myself, mate. Hope you're well, mate, says Karam. Yeah, I'm good, buddy. But anyway, listen, guys, thank you for the chat today. Blue Heart, I'll get this baby tuned in, and then one day, Tony Maroney, she's said, yeah, Ray's going to Exeter. He's doing some work down there, so he might be around to moderate maybe tomorrow or something. Have I played Stephen in a football match? No, mate, I haven't played Stephen. I've never met Stephen ever. So, you know, I'd like to, and it wouldn't be nice. Tell us a bit about yourself, Andy. What do you want to know, mate? Bang a few Oasis tunes that I can't make because I've got to spend some time tuning it. Like I said, I haven't played this in about 2 years, and it's just been sat there on it's even got cobwebs and everything over it, mate. Well, it's disgusting. It needs a proper polish and it needs tuning in, but I will definitely at some point play some of my terrible Oasis riffs. But I need to practice. I haven't done it for 2 years. Bang a few Oasis. Hotel California. God, I wish like I said, if you know anyone who wants to give me some lessons, is around sort of the Chester area, put them in touch with me, because I'd love to learn to play it. I really would. You from Manchester? Yes, I am from Manchester. From South Manchester, Withinshaw, Woodhouse Park. City fan, yeah, since my first game was 1977, Karam. What inspired you to make a channel? When Blue Moon Rising TV sort of finished, there was nothing for the fans. I mean, Cheesy does his stuff, does a wonderful job, but there was nothing every day. And even though Blue Moon Rising didn't do every day, we just felt there was absolutely nothing for the fans out there. So we decided, Andy can't even go to the toilet games. What? So we decided we'd do it. Just a shame we didn't do it at the beginning of last season. After having a Centurion season, we did it right at the end in April, and sort of had a go at it. We had no idea what we were doing. We just got some equipment and we just went out asking people would they. Stephen plays the guitar, he does, and does very well. I've seen some of his videos when he was in the band, and yeah, good guitarist. City win the league. So yeah, basically that's why we set it up. If City win the league, get a chance to see him raise eyes. I'm sure he will. He's got to, because he promised. He did promise. Alan Kuncheria, what do you think is winning the Champions? Who do you think? I've said before, I've got a funny feeling for Ajax. Thanks for your time and effort, and we appreciate it. You're welcome, Karam. But I suppose you have to start somewhere. I'm always sharing your channel and think you're doing a fantastic job. Thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate that. Like I said, yeah, we've been going. It was our birthday. It was our anniversary 2 days ago. That was a year. And we thought when we started it, we'd get a couple of thousand if we were lucky by the end of the season. Because like I said, we had no idea what we were doing. It was just, we wanted to interview fans. We wanted fans to tell other fans what they thought of the game. That was the only reason we set it up, because there was nothing out there like that. And it's just gone boom. And we're pushing on 8,000 subscribers now. And we're hoping to get 9 or 10 before the end of the season. So, you know, doing different things. We've got loads in the pipeline, absolutely tons of stuff. Just getting the time now until the end of the season. Blue Heart, this is the best fan channel for me. Just like being down the pub with your mates. Thank you, Blue Heart. I really appreciate that. That is exactly what we wanted. We wanted it to be for the fans, having a chat, you know, even if, you know, it's like when you go to the pub with your mates, some of them are Liverpool fans, United fans, Arsenal fans, whatever, and you're all arguing about who's the best player here and who was the best player you've seen and who's going to win this. And that's what we wanted. We wanted to connect fans from all over the world, not just around Manchester or around England itself. We wanted people to connect with. It's not just fans in this country. There's fans, City fans, expats, or not just new fans of City, all over the world, but their job takes them away. And I know what it's like travelling all over the world, and sometimes you're away and it's like, oh, I've got to try and get a stream, and you know, and if there was a City pub close by, and there's not a City pub in every city in the world. There is in most of the major cities, but I know what it's like, and that's what we wanted to do, connect this City fan base. So somebody like yesterday was going, oh, I'm from Canada. Oh, are you? Where are you from? And suddenly there's a conversation going on, sidebar conversation between them about where they live in Canada. And that is what the channel is about. Have you seen Ian Cheeseman and Steve together? No, never. I was always looking at other channels and thought about setting up myself, but glad you guys started. Well done, mate. Go for it. Have a go for it. Whereabouts are you from, Karam? Fans want to shake his hand. Who's on Blue Moon? Do you watch the City fan channels? If so, which favourite? I do watch. I watch all the City fan channels, all of them. I love Cheesy. I love Cheesy's vlogs because, you know, Cheesy's been following City for longer than I have, and you know, he all right. It's a bit less. It's a bit, you know, now he's affiliated with City TV, and he's got to be careful about what he says on his channel. It's a little bit sort of, you know, sanitized, let's say. But he does a wonderful job, really, really good job. And I like watching Cheesy stuff. Like I said, I don't watch Steven's stuff. I'll be honest with you, I haven't watched anything for a couple of weeks. And even then, I sort of watch a bit and then sort of turn off because it's just the same format all the time. It's like a bit boring. Gary Soames, I'm sure Noel give you some. Oh, can you imagine getting Noel Gallagher to give me some lessons? I'd crap my pants. It'd just be amazing. I suffer with bad depression, and Brad says, I suffer with bad depression, and this live gives me someone to talk to almost there. Brad, well, listen, mate. We all have bad times. I've been there. I've been, you know, when things don't go well, you just want to speak to somebody, and you're hoping they can, you know, understand. And if we do that for you, and you can speak to other fans, you know our email address, mcfcfantv@gmail.com. If every time you want to chat, mate, send me an email. I get notifications on my phone, and if you're struggling and you want to chat, just send me an email, mate, and I'll always, no matter what time of day it is, I'll always be there to have a chat with you, buddy. But I know what it's like. It's tough. It's very, very tough. Hopefully you're getting some proper support, and that's what you need. I've found that in the past. So look, just contact us, and if you're getting a little bit of something out of interacting with people on the channel, then that's absolutely amazing. And sort of pretty much, yeah, I feel, yeah, it's I know what you're feeling. I really do. And that's a nice thing, because you know, that makes the channel worthwhile more than anything else, if I'm being honest. So keep your chin up, buddy, and like I said, contact us, send us a message, email us, and whatever time of day it is, mate, I'll chat to you. Me or Ray, we both pick up the same emails, so it's no problem whatsoever, buddy. Just keep looking after yourself, get some professional help if you need it, and I don't know where you are in the world, but just send us an email, and we'll always have a chat to you, mate. If you're feeling a bit down, Love the fan channel, it's brilliant, you're doing a fantastic job. Thanks, Kazim. Mr. C, bet for tonight, lads. Back all 4 aways to win. If we're in the pub, some of you young guns need to be waiting in the car park outside and we'll bring you some crisps, yeah. That's what my dad did, yeah. Yeah, mine as well. Yeah, cheesy. Hi mate, Chris Welch, dad here, just came in from work. Hi Mark, great to meet you at last, Mark. Man City are awful in Champions League. Yeah, well, we'll see. Does Ian Cheeseman know Man City Fan TV? Yes, he does. Karam, what signings do you think need for next season? What players would you offload? Probably, if Gundogan doesn't sell, I'd offload him. I think Delph might go, if I'm honest. And Mahrez, I'd get rid of him. J Fresh Stunner, that's good, Andy. What's good, Andy? Yeah, you well. Blue Heart, we'll all help you, Brad. Some of us have been there and we know. Yeah, absolutely, Blue Heart. Thanks for that. Chin up, Brad, says Karam. Thank you. Brad, can you teach Andy to play that guitar? If you can, Brad, yeah, get round here and help me, mate. Cheers, guys. Got a mental health nurse appointment tomorrow, so she'll get better. Well, listen, good luck. Don't forget, make sure you make that appointment, buddy. And like I said, you know where we are. You know our email address. Just contact us, and if you want to chat any time of the day, just send us an email, mate, and we'll be more than happy to chat with you. Stephen rushes his videos. Well, you know, that's just the way it is. That's his choice, and glad to meet you all. I'm like my son, an honest Liverpool fan, and chin up, Brad. Me and my son hope you get better. Thanks, Mark Welsh. That's really appreciated. Brad, keep your chin up. Chin's up. Don't be rude, Ray. Just one chin. Karam, I think we need a CDM and a left back. Do you think? I agree with you. I like Mendy's injury prone. I agree. You've started getting better, Brad, already. Yeah, by being on here, buddy. Blue Family will support you. Do you watch golf and what do you think is going to win the Masters? Yeah, I think Justin Rose has got a great chance and I do like golf. Played golf for many, many years. I wish I would really want to get back to it when I get some time. Love playing golf. Mara's got to go for sure. He offers nothing. I agree. Fam. J Fresh, fam. Yes, blood. He's got to go, if I'm honest. Yeah, Masters starting on it today, so I think the wind's going to get up this afternoon. So it's going to be interesting. Those who go out early have obviously got an advantage, and I'm going for Justin Rose to do well this year. Mahrez is bad. He's not great. Do you play FIFA? Don't, mate. I'm nearly 50. My lads play FIFA. Maybe you should come on, Karam, and play my lads. Very, very good. Robert Lang, do you think what? Jay Fresh from Barbados, living in Canada. Wow, Barbados. I was in Barbados last year, and Antigua. Gorgeous, 2 beautiful places. I was there training some pilots in Antigua, but I had the night in Barbados and been to Bridgetown so many times when I used to fly. Jimmy Anderson got 3 wickets today, did he? Karam, or I think for next season, Andy, we set up and some prizes to be won. I don't mind saying over. We've already got one, mate. You missed out. We've already got a Man City Fan TV Fantasy Football League. You need to check it out. Andy here is number 3. I was leading for a while. I'm number 3 out of about 120, 130. So we've already got one, mate. You need to go and check it out. Man City Fan TV. And I've not checked this week, but I was 3rd, about 60 points behind the leader. So there's still time. I've been a Liverpool fan since 79. Well done, mate. Me, 77. Robert Lang, do you think City will win everything? No, I don't. I think we'll win a treble, and I don't think it'll be the Champions League. I didn't know about it. What's the code? Contact us, mcfcfantv@gmail.com. Ray will give you the code. I don't know. Ray set it up, and we don't really want to put it on here, if I'm honest. That's why we asked people to contact us, I think, when it was first set up. Foden for David Silva next couple of games. Don't know about next couple of games, but if we've got everybody back fit, David Silva definitely might he definitely needs a rest. And so, yeah, Foden could come in, but I don't think he's going to play him in the Premier League. I just don't see it. Tyler M444, greetings from Missouri in the USA. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Tyler. Like I said, we've been going so far for what, 89 minutes. It's been like mega, and I'm going to go shortly. What do you think? Do you think City will win the league? I do, Razataza. I think we'll win the league this year. I don't think we'll win the Champions League. Thanks, mate. You're welcome, Karam. Justin for me, says Ray. So, he's backing me. Well, he's going for Justin Rose as well. Mark Welsh, I'll try to watch when I get break at work, lads. No problem. Thanks, Mark. Just subscribe and tune in, buddy. If you get the time. Always, like I said, your lad's a good lad and talks a lot of sense. So we like him coming on the channel, and he's met loads of other fans around your area. So yeah, more than welcome to come on the channel, buddy. Karam, I think we'll win the league, but not Champions League. I agree. Robert Lang, Kazim Cheeseman, subscribe to your channel, YouTube channel. I have no idea, mate. I subscribe to his, so Ian Cheeseman, if you're watching, please subscribe, buddy. We're all friends at the end of the day. Well, we're friends with you. Maybe not all of them. Blue Moon, you have to do 90 minutes plus injury time, which is 3 minutes. Oh my. Okay, so 3 minutes of injury time. There you go. Well done, Blue Moon. 3 minutes of injury time are up, so we've got literally 2 minutes or so with a little bit of add-on. Are you listening to Golden? Yes. Too late to join. Oh yeah. Well, it is too late to join. But is he able to watch? Is he able to see the table, Ray? I'm not sure. Ray set it up. John Waters would rather be in the Champions League than the European League. Europa League. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Time for the Sergio moment. Which moment, Mr. C? Andy, did you get a link for Mustard? We didn't, Bernard. I must admit, sorry. We didn't, because I did look, and it looks like it's been taken off Twitter. So there might be some issues with it. Mark Welsh. Anyway, see you all later. Yeah. Better help your son make a chicken dinner. It better be nice, Mark. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Can you arrange a meet-up with all the fans on this channel? Well, we can do. For those who are in Manchester. I love this YouTube channel. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Robert. Mr. C. 93. Oh, every time. Goosebumps. Every time I watch it. How many points is the guy top of your league? I don't know. I can tell you now. I'll tell you right this second. So, Man City Fantasy League is a guy, number 1 place called Mendes Shark Team. He's got 2,041. Then there's DK. He's got 1,998. And I am Blue Boy, and I've got 1,953. So I'm about 88 behind him. I'm about 45 behind second and about 88 ahead of him. He had a good week this week, that number 1 guy. He's been leading for a few weeks now. Yeah, I've got 1,953 points and currently lead the Blue Moon 606 Blue Moon Legends Forum League. So, looking forward to the game, says Kazim on Sunday. Let's get 3 points. Who do you think will win, Chelsea or Liverpool? I think it'll be a draw, Razataza. Going for 1-1. Is there a winter break next season? Well, by all accounts, there's going to be. What it's going to be and when it is going to be, I'm not sure. Google Mail says, who would you realistically sign for City and Ndombele? I'd rather have Ndombele. But I know these rumours again coming out today that Saul Niguez is not happy at Atletico with his contract. And so there's rumours that PSG, City, United and everyone's involved looking at him. But is that just to get a better contract at Atletico? So I won't read much into it. And like I said, Ndombele, there's rumours of him in with Barcelona and Real Madrid. So do we think I'll win the FA Cup? Yeah, we will. Damn, I'm 30 points behind you. Oh, there you go, mate. Ooh, way off. I'm doing well this season, really well. I'm normally crap at it, but this season I've done really well. Didn't know about the league, though. Don't fancy Rodri. Well, yeah, I mean, this is the thing. You had Sam Lee putting out this, huge tweet about Rodri is City's number 1 target. Well, today we're back in for Niguez, and I would take everything that comes out in the media at the moment with a pinch of salt, because nobody knows, and City is certainly not going to tell somebody who writes articles for gold.com, just ain't going to do that. So I just take everything with a pinch of salt. No probs later. See you, Bernard. Who do you think? What do you think of Rabiot and free transfer? I very much doubt it, Karam. Did you watch Barca United? Yes, I did. Partey and Ndombele would be perfect replacement for Nadinho. Yeah, I'd rather have Ndombele though. Liverpool look like they could have had an undefeated season if not for the defeat at Etihad. Well, we done it. We stopped it. Ocean Rage. That's the main thing. It's my first time doing FFPL, so I don't think I'm doing too bad. Doing really well, Mel. Ryan, if you're getting that many points, are you going to the FA Cup final? Yes, be there. We need a one tier. We need a one tier like Spurs. Is that possible? Yeah, it is. But like I said, Tom, all along, we're going into extra time. We've got 1 minute left. I think what will happen is they will wait. They will wait until the government decides on what's happening with safe standing, and nothing will be done until they decide. Why invest in a load of redevelopment work when the government could then come back and say, oh, it's all right now, you can have safe standing. It's no point. So I think in the next couple of years, once that's decided, we might see something happening at City. The referee's got his whistle in his hand and blows full time. Well done. There you go. Time to watch the chase. Thank you. Thanks, Blue Moon. Thanks for all your comments. Kazim, you're going to Palace game. Ray will be there on Sunday. But anyway, guys, listen, I want to say a massive thank you. Another huge one. 95 minutes. Going on to 96. Cheers, Tom. You guys just absolutely incredible. The comments and everything. So, Andy, what is it that you do work at this full-time job? No, mate, it's not full. I run my own aviation training company, so I train pilots all over the world. So this is just because I'm a fan, and this is just so I can connect with City fans. Me and Ray, it's not for money, it's not for anything. We don't make a single penny out of it. So have a good one, mate. Enjoy the Masters. Yeah, you too, Tyler. Got here late. Oops, we'll have to rewatch this. Yeah, Belitho, sorry you're late, mate. You're going to watch City versus Tottenham. Yeah, I'll be going there. Cheers for your time. You're welcome, Karam. But anyway, guys, listen, thank you so much. As we always say, if you've got mates, you want to come on, you want to interact with us, you can see here. Have you flew playing yourself? Yes, I have. Yeah, if you want to interact with us and get your friends to click subscribe, click notification over and out. Blue Heart says sorry. Gary Soames, yeah, see you, buddy. See you, Andy. Have a good evening. Yeah, you too, Karam. Yeah, get them to subscribe, click notification, come on the channel. You don't have to be a City fan. Most are City fans, but we interact with. Thanks for the stream. You're more than welcome, Brad. And don't forget mcfcfantv@gmail.com. If you've got any problems, buddy, and you want to chat, just contact us and or follow us on Twitter and DM me. I will enjoy the Masters, Kazim. Mine is at Aviation Blue. All the best, Robert. Mine is at Aviation Blue. Ray's is at ManCity_Ray. Contact, follow us on Twitter. And if you've got a problem you want to, just DM me. And if you need a chat, buddy, you're more than welcome. If you need any sort of, anything, just contact us and we're always here for you. Man City Fan TV, because we're here for the fans. So guys, have a wonderful evening. We'll be back tomorrow. Got a load more videos to do tomorrow. I don't know where I am. I've got a meeting tomorrow at Manchester Airport and things like that, but I'll be around. I'll be doing another live vlog because Ray's away for the next 3 days in Exeter. And we've got that concept kit video that I've got to put together and edit and get that out on the channel. But I'll be back live tomorrow when I come back from the meeting at Manchester Airport. And guys, thank you so much as always. It's just been an absolute pleasure again chatting to you guys. See you, Karam. You're absolute stars. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening. And well, I'm never ever going to say it's just going to be a quick one because it never ever is. Have a good one, Ocean Rage. You too. See you guys. Take care. If you've not watched this video, watch it.